8th Canto, Chapter 5, The Demigods Appeal to the Lord for Protection. Text 32. So, this is a very important chapter where the demigods are taking shelter of the Supreme Lord. That's the very important feature of the demigods. The demigods always take shelter of the Lord in difficult situation. There's so many people, they go through difficulties in this world. But Sukritina, pious people only can take shelter of the Lord. Like this canto starts with the description of Gajendra. And Srila Prabhupada writes in one of the purports in the Gajendra pastime that we all face difficulties, but Gajendra, he was Sukritina. He was not uh, ill, ill in his intelligence. He was Sukritina. His intelligence was good. And therefore he could take shelter of the Lord. So demigods are Sukritinas. They are pious people. And therefore in the difficulty they are taking shelter of the Lord. So let's recite the verse. Padau Mahiyam Swakritaiva Yasya Chaturvidho Yatra hi Bhut Sarga Savai Mahapurusha Atmatantra Prasidatam Brahma Mahavibhutihi Padau Mahiyam Swakritaiva Yasya Chaturvidho Yatra hi Bhuta Sarga Savai Mahapurusha Atmatantra Prasidatam Brahma Mahavibhuti. Word for word meanings. Padau, his lotus feet. Mahi, the earth. Yam, this. Swakrita, created by himself. Eva, indeed. Yasya, of whom. Chaturvidha, of four kinds of living entities. Yatra, wherein. He, indeed. Bhuta Sarga, material creation. Saha, he, Vai, indeed. Mahapurushaha, the Supreme Person. Atmatantra, self-sufficient. Prasidatam, may he be merciful to us. Brahma, the greatest. Mahavibhutihi, the unlimited potency. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. On this earth, there are four kinds of living entities who are all created by him. The material creation rests on his lotus feet. He is the greatest Supreme Person, full of opulence and power. May he be pleased with us. Purport. The word Mahi refers to five material elements: earth, water, air, fire, and sky, which rest upon the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Mahat Padam Punya Yasho Murare. The Mahat Tattva, the total material energy, rests on his lotus feet. For the cosmic manifestation is but another opulence of the Lord. In this cosmic manifestation, there are four kinds of living entities. Jarayuja, those born from embryos. Andaja, those born from eggs. Swedaja, those born from perspiration. And Udbhidaja, those born from seeds. Everything is generated from the Lord, as confirmed in the Vedanta Sutra, Janmadi Yasya Yataha. No one is independent, but the Supreme Soul is completely independent. Janmadi Yasya Yataha Anvayat Itaratas Chartheshu Abhigya Swarat. The Swarat means independent. We are dependent, whereas the Supreme Lord is completely independent. Therefore, the Supreme Lord is greatest of all. Even Lord Brahma, who created the cosmic manifestation, is but another opulence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The material creation is activated by the Lord, and therefore the Lord is not a part of material creation. The Lord exists in his original spiritual position. The universal form of the Lord, Vairajamurti, is another feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, this particular section of Srimad Bhagavatam is Manvantar. There are various sections in Srimad Bhagavatam. Like we read in the second canto, there are 10 aspects covered in Srimad Bhagavatam. Atra sargo visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manvantar ishanu katha nirodh muktir ashraya. These are the 10 subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam. Sarga. Sarga means primary creation. So the first and second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam deals with Sarga. Then Visarga, secondary creation. Secondary creation is done by Brahma and Prajapatis. Filling up, like interior decorator. First, the civil engineer constructs the structure, and the interior decorators, they fill the house. Actually, the ladies fill the house. The word Stri means one who expands. So we have seen many bachelors, when they live alone, their house is empty. But when they get married, the house is filled with so many furniture and so many other decorative items. So that is secondary creation. Visarga, third and fourth cantos. Then fifth canto is Sthanam. Sthanam means the location of different planetary systems. Sthanam means place. What is the place? The 14 planetary systems are the place for living entities in the material world. So there are 14, it's like a 14-story building where 7 stories are underground, which are called Bilva Swarga, etc. And the 7 stories are above ground, which are the upper planetary systems. So that is Sthanam, fifth canto. And fifth canto is also considered to be the belly of the Lord. You know, we sing in this Damodar Ashtakam, Tadi Udarayastha Vishwasya Dhamane. My dear Lord, your belly, your supreme transcendental belly, is the abode of all planetary systems. So fifth canto, Srimad Bhagavatam, is belly of the Lord, describing about Sthanam. And then comes Poshanam. Poshanam means nourishment. So how a mother nourishes the child through food. How Lord nourishes his devotees through bhakti. So from sixth canto, there is description about pure bhakti. Of course, whole Srimad Bhagavatam is pure bhakti, but sixth canto tells how there is no prior qualification needed for practicing devotional service. Example of Ajamil, example of Vritrasur. Anybody, even a demon can practice Krishna consciousness. Even a person who was so sinful like Ajamil, remembering his child at the end of his life, Lord considered him to be recipient of his compassion. Devotional service, Poshanam. Then seventh canto is Utaya. Utaya means desires, Vasana. There are good vasanas and bad vasanas. Good desires and bad desires. How good desires come in our life? When devotees are happy with us, we'll have favorable desires to Krishna consciousness. When devotees are upset, then we get material desires. And we look into it today through the pastime of Durvasa cursing the demigods. And then we come to eighth canto. Eighth canto is Manvantar. So a good section of Srimad Bhagavatam is description of family of Swayambhuva Manu, who is the first Manu, who is the son of Brahma. Brahma is born through the navel lotus of Lord Vishnu, and because Brahma is Swayambhu, his son is called Swayambhuva Manu, born of Swayambhu, born of Brahma. So this is first Manu. And in great detail, his family lineage is described. Swayambhu Manu, his family is quite big. He has three daughters and two sons. Devahuti, Prashuti, Akuti. Three daughters. And two sons, Priyavrat and Uttanpad. And their lineage and their marriage and their kids. And this is how we come to 7 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. But then Parikshit Maharaj asks that are there any other Manus also apart from Swayambhu Manu? Then Sukdev Goswami describes about other Manus. So he is describing one after another, like Swarichis Manu, Tamas Manu, etc. And now he comes to a point where demigods got cursed in a specific Manvantar. And Lord arranged for Samudra Manthan, the churning of the milk ocean. So generally, we see salt ocean, but there are many other oceans. One of them is milk ocean, where Lord Vishnu resides as Shiro Dakshai Vishnu. So this milk ocean had to be churned. But what is the history behind it? The history behind it is the demigods were cursed by Durvasa. And very important, how due to offense to a devotee or a saintly personality, even if somebody is not a devotee, even if he is half devotee, like a yogi or saintly personality, even offending them will be an obstacle in our Krishna consciousness. And therefore, what we were discussing about vasanas, good desires come when there is Mahat Anugraha. When devotees are happy on a living entity, they get desire to practice Krishna consciousness. Many times we struggle that why we are not feeling inspired to practice Krishna consciousness. Why chanting is so difficult? Why getting up early in the morning is so difficult? Why reading Prabhupada books is so difficult? Sometimes devotees read Bhagavatam and the Bhagavatam falls on them because they sleep while reading. Why is it so difficult? Because we are not having enough blessings of devotees. If Mahat Anugraha, if devotees are happy, even in the womb of a demonic mother, a living entity can become Prahlad. And if devotees are not happy, Mahat Kopat, if they're unhappy, they are offended by us, then even the residents of Vaikuntha, the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha, Jai and Vijay, they fall down as demons. So favorable condition, they were in Vaikuntha. But because they offended 4 Kumaras, they came as demons. On other hand, Prahlad, in the womb of a mother, who can learn, who can practice devotional service in the womb, is so difficult. But Prahlad, being a recipient of mercy of Narad Muni, could become devotee in the womb of mother, and that to demonic mother, Kayadhu. Similarly, in Ramayana, there is the story of Jayant, where Jayant is son of Indra. And when he sees that Lord Ram and Sita, they are together resting in a very beautiful place. And Lord Ram was actually personally decorating Sita with the flowers of forest. And Sita was looking so beautiful. Of course, she is the source of all beauty. She is the eternal consort of Lord. But Jayant became envious. How come they are having more fun than me? I am resident of heaven. And he took form of a crow and attacked Sita. When Lord Ram saw that, Lord Ram attacked Jayant with a kusha grass, with a blade of grass. And Jayant ran for his life all over the world. Ultimately, he met Narad Muni, and Narad Muni told him to take shelter of the Lord, who will eventually forgive him. Now, our Acharyas give wonderful example. He says, Ravan and Jayant both did same offense. Jayant attacked Sita, tried to exploit or enjoy Sita. Ravan also did the same. But Jayant was forgiven, whereas Ravan was killed. What is the difference? The difference is Sita was present when Jayant came in front of the Lord. And in presence of Mother Sita, Lord Ram cannot kill Jayant. Lord Ram forgiven Jayant. On the other hand, Sita was not present when Ravan was fighting with Lord Ram. So Ram killed Ravan. Our acharyas have different lessons from each pastime. The point is Mahat Kop and Mahat Anugraha. The mercy of devotees bring good auspiciousness in our life. If we are bereft of their mercy, there is no mercy, though there is no auspiciousness in our life. And demigods, although they are opulent in their life, but in the pride of that opulence, they offended saintly personality. Therefore, actually in material world, this opulence is a risk. दीनेर अधिक दया करे भगवान कुलीन पंडित धनी बड़ो अभिमान. Lord is more merciful to deen, those who are not materially very accomplished, those who are akinchan. Kulina Pandit Dhani Bado Abhiman. Those who are born in big families, those who are very learned, those who are very wealthy, those who are very beautiful, by nature they become proud. Same Kunti Maharani prays to the Lord. My dear Lord, four things are impediment in your devotional service. Big knowledge, big parentage, big birth, big lineage of family, lot of knowledge, lot of strength, lot of beauty. These all are impediments in your devotional service. So demigods were having this sukritina, they were having a lot of piety, but this piety became cause of their pride. And pride comes before the fall. So in their pride, they offended. And when they offended, they lost all their opulence. I remember when we were kids, we were taught one Niti Shloka. Abhivadan Shilasya Nityam Vrindopasevinah Chatvari Tasya Vardante Ayur Vidya Yashobalam. If you really want to progress in your life, give respect to seniors. Abhivadan Shilasya Nityam Vrindopasevinah. Those who give respects and reverence to the seniors, elders, four things excel in their life. Ayur Vidya Yashobalam. Ayur means age. They'll be long lived. Vidya, they will get lot of realizations. Yasho, their fame will increase, and Balam, their strength will increase. Now, reverse of it, those who offend seniors, those who offend saintly personalities, what happens? These four things decrease. Their age decrease, their knowledge decrease, their fame decrease, and their strength decrease. And that is the reason such powerful personalities like Ravan, like Hiranyakashipu, like Duryodhan, they all were finished because of offense towards a saintly personality. Ravan offended Bibhishan. That day he became Abhaga. He lost all his good piety. Hiranyakashipu offended Prahlad. That's it. Game over. Duryodhan offended Vidur and he lost whatever he had. So therefore, this offense to the devotees is very, very dangerous. Now here, demigods approach Lord Brahma. They make mistakes, but they know we need help of our seniors to come out of our problems. It's good to take guidance. It's always good to take guidance. The darkest day of our spiritual life will be when we stop taking any guidance, when we are on our own. They're very unfortunate, those who don't have anyone to guide them in Krishna consciousness. Now, demigods make mistake, so human beings can also make mistake. We also make mistakes, but we all should have somebody to guide us. And that is the whole purpose of devotee community. Devotee community means they support us how to go on the right path. I mean, in India, you must have seen there is some circus. I don't know if in US you still have circus. In India, we have a lot of circus programs. And there are some performers. They perform some events, in great height. They jump from one place to another and they show some, different acts. And sometimes people really get astonished. At such height, they are jumping from one place to another, and they are in air performing all these acts. Don't they feel they don't feel fear that they will fall and they may die? But they don't feel that. Why? Because below there is a net. There is always, they put a net below, so that in case some performer falls, then the net can catch them. In the same way, that devotee association is like a net. We all are prone to make mistakes, but the devotees hold us. Now, demigods, they made mistakes. They offended. They lost their kingdom. Now they approach Lord Brahma. Please help us. And Lord Brahma is a Vaishnava. A Vaishnava by nature is compassionate. Vaishnava can tolerate heat. Vaishnava can tolerate cold. Vaishnava can tolerate any offense. Vaishnava can tolerate anything. But Vaishnava cannot tolerate one thing. What Vaishnava cannot tolerate? Para dukkha dukhi. Vaishnava cannot tolerate others' suffering. That is Vaishnava. So out of compassion, Lord Brahma is helping. And therefore, those who come across a genuine Vaishnava are more fortunate than those who have direct access to the Lord. Duryodhana had direct access to the Lord, but he offended Krishna. Here, demigods have guidance, mature guidance of a sadhu. Ei rupe sansara brahmite kaun jan, sadhu sanga nij tattva avagatahan. So we all are wandering in this material world, different species, different situations, but fortunate are those who get proper guidance. Remember Dhruva. Dhruva was offended, was rebuked, was heavily chastised and insulted by his stepmother, Suruchi. And as a Kshatriya boy, he was so angry, so angry. His eyes were red, his lips were quivering, his whole body was uh, like like a oven. He was so angry. But when Dhruva came to his mother, Suniti was a perfect guidance. What does Suniti tell Dhruva? My dear child, don't keep grudge for anyone. If you want Narayan in your life, go to the forest. I have heard saintly personalities, they achieved Narayan in forest, so you go to the forest. What a guidance, what a wonderful guidance. Imagine if Suniti would have also started to criticize and offend Suruchi, Dhruva would have never gone to the shelter of the Lord. Here Brahma is doing same. He has taken everybody together and now praying to the Lord. This verse, so many verses. Padau Mahiyam. My dear Lord, this earth, everything, it rests on your lotus feet. Padau, your 2 feet. Lord's feet, they are source of all wonderful nectar. Therefore, the saintly personalities, they are stuck at just the lotus feet of the Lord. Actually, each part of Lord's body is so beautiful that you don't need to go to the next part. Like sometimes on Zoom, you log in with your mobile and then you can't hear, you take it closer and then people see your ear or sometimes they see your nose. People tell that better you switch off your video. We don't want to see your one part. It's not that beautiful to see one part of somebody's body. But Krishna's each part of his body is so beautiful. If somebody looks at his nose, they will just stuck there. If somebody looks at their hands or finger or even nail, they will get stuck. Now, generally, we start taking darshan of Lord from his lotus feet. And his lotus feet are so beautiful, so beautiful, devotees get stuck there itself. And therefore, Brahma is telling, my dear Lord, your lotus feet, everything is resting on your lotus feet. And why is that? Swakrita, you created this world yourself. And not only this world, Chaturvidha, all 4 kind of living entities. Not just this world, but even living entities. Man can create matter, but man can never create life. Can you imagine a Tesla car and a Mercedes car? You keep them together. Can they give birth to a nano car? Never going to happen. Because Lord can create this world, but Lord can also create the living entities, which no other living entity can do. No living entity can create life. Only Lord can create life. Chaturvidha. Although in this verse, this Chaturvidha is not explained. Prabhupada, of course, told in the purport, but in the previous verses, when Lord Brahma, Brahma is glorifying Lord or praying to the Lord, he described these four kinds of living entities. Swedaja, those who are born of perspiration. So generally, we see that there are lice in our hairs, or sometimes there are bugs in the rotten food, or there are worms in the moist places, fungus, mold. They are all can be considered as Swedaja. Now, Udbhidaja, those who come from seeds, like plants, creepers, etc. Andaja, those who come from eggs, like different animals, they come from eggs. And Jarayuja, those who come from embryo, like human beings come from embryo, also some other species. So all they come from you, my Supreme Lord. Yatra, wherein Bhuta Sarga, all material creation, not just Mahi, not just earth, but Bhuta Sarga, Sarga. Again, Sarga means creation. Whole creation comes from you, my Lord. Why Mahapurusha? Now, Mahapurusha is form of Lord Vishnu who resides in Brahmaloka. When we read Brihad Bhagavatamrita, we read how when Gopkumar goes to Brahmaloka, he sees Lord Brahma worshipping Mahapurusha, form of the Lord. Even in Bhagavatam, many times this Mahapurusha comes. Mahapurusha, of course, means he is the supreme person. Purusha means person, and he is the supreme person. Like Mother Kunti, when she glorifies the Lord, she says, Namaste Purusham tu Adyam. My dear Lord, you are Adi Purush. Govindam Adi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So that Mahapurusha means the supreme person, but Mahapurusha is also one form of the Lord. Like Damodar. Damodar means one who is tied with ropes on his belly by Mother Yashoda. But Damodar is also a form of the Lord, a Vishnu form of the Lord. In the same way, Mahapurusha is a form of the Lord who resides in Brahmaloka. Or in fact, he comes to Brahmaloka to accept worship of Brahma. And therefore, Brahmaji is remembering that form of the Lord. See, for prayers, connection is very important. Sambandha makes Abhidaya meaningful. If there is no Sambandha, Abhidaya becomes just a mechanical practice. Yes, we are chanting every day, but whom we are calling, that Sambandha is important. Yes, we are serving. We are doing so many services. We go book distribution, we do Sankirtan, we organize Rath Yatras, we organize Janmashtami, we clean the temple, we raise funds for the temple. So many things we are doing. But Sambandha makes this service. Otherwise, it's just a mere work. से संबंध नहीं जार वृथा जन्म गेलो तार से पशु बड़ो दुराचार. Narottam Das Thakur says, say sambandha nahi jar. Those who cannot connect their sambandha with the Supreme Lord, Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Sri Radha Krishna, vritha janma gelotar. Their birth, their life is useless. So we are in Krishna consciousness, we are getting this opportunity to establish our relationship with the Lord. Brahmaji is praying, but he is praying, reminding the Lord that, Lord, we belong to you. We are your responsibility, my Lord. You have to take care of us. Like when children come to mother crying, mother is obliged to take care of the children. In the same way, Brahma is reminding Lord, my dear Lord, from whom we came? We came from you. We are your children. How can you see us suffering? That is Sambandha Gyan. Sarvayonishu Kaunteya. Of all living entities, you are the source, my dear Lord. But we forget this. This is material world. Vismriti. We forget our relationship with the Lord. पिशाची पाइले जेनो मति छन्न है मायाग्रस्त जीवेर है ei bhav Jagdananda Pandit writes, Pishachi paile jeno mati channa hai. Just like somebody is haunted by a ghost. I don't know if somebody has experience like that, but in our childhood we have seen one of our cousin was haunted by a ghost. And when he was haunted by a ghost, his voice changed. The language changed, the use of words changed, his attitude changed. The way he was speaking is completely different. Mayagrasta jiver hoy ei bhav uday. Just like somebody is haunted, he forgets himself, he forgets his own identity, and he speaks the language of haunted ghost. In the same way, living entity, forgetting relationship with the Supreme Lord, start to speak the language of material relationships. We are so concerned about our family, we are so concerned about our body, but our real relationship is with the Supreme Lord. And that makes our life so beautiful. We are we are children of the Lord. So why to worry? Lord will take care of us. It's a funny incident. One time, a child asked his father, Papa, who is our source? From where did we come? And the father told, the theory of evolution. Darwin says we came from the monkeys. The boy was not very happy. Boy went to the mother. Boy asked mother, Mama, from where we came? Who is our source? Mother tells, we came from Krishna. Krishna is our father. Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Dhana Pran. Krishna is our source. We came from Krishna. The boy was confused. He said, Mother, Papa told we came from monkeys. You are telling we came from Krishna. Who is right? Mother said, both are right. Your father's family came from monkeys, but my family came from Krishna. It becomes so easy if we accept Krishna is our source. Krishna is our father. And therefore, in difficulty, who will take care of us? Krishna will take care of us. This is Sharanagati. Avashya Rakshibe Krishna Vishwasa Palan. This is Sharanagati. Have you seen any children coming to parents and telling them, My dear father and mother, you did a good job. Last month, you paid for my school fees. You paid for my food. You gave me accommodation in your home. Very nice. Are you going to do it next month also? Or should I make my own arrangements? Have you seen children talking like this? Never they will talk like this. At least when they are kids, they will never. Because they have full faith. My parents will take care of me. When I am hungry, they will give me food. When I need clothing, they will give me clothing. When I am in trouble, all I have to do is call my parents. They will help me. And this is Sharanagati. Devotee is like a child. Devotee is like a surrendered child, an infant. In Ramayana, when Lord Ramchandra goes to Dandakaranya, all sages come to Lord Ram and they tell, My dear Lord, please take us with you. Don't leave us behind. Why? Because we are completely dependent on you, just like a child in the womb of mother is dependent on the mother. Child in the womb of mother has no independence, completely dependent on mother. Whatever mother will eat, that is child's food. Whatever mother will breathe, that is child's breathing. Everything is dependent on mother. Another wonderful example in Ramayana, when Lord Ram was leaving Ayodhya and Lakshman was insisting that I'll also join you, Lakshman made a very beautiful point. Lakshman told Lord Ram that, my dear brother, when in a forest there is scarcity of water, all animals move to another forest because water is important for their life. So they move to another forest. But what about those aquatics, those who live in the pond? If the pond dries, they die with the pond. They can't go to another pond. In the same way, I'm completely dependent on you. If you're not living in Ayodhya, what will I do here? Sharanagati. I will not leave you, my lord. Whatever you want to do with me, I'll have bad karma, I'll suffer. I'll have difficulties in my life, I'll suffer. But I'll not leave you, my Lord. Sampade vipade jivane marane. If you give me opulence, I am with you. If you give me difficulty, I am with you. This is Sharanagati. Avashya Rakshive Krishna Vishwasapalan. This is devotee's faith. So Brahma is praying as per his experience. Brahma knows how, although he is called as Srishta, although he is called as creator, but he is secondary creator. Everything and everyone comes from the Supreme Lord. And therefore, if we are your part and parcel, my Lord, how can you forsake us? You can't leave us. You're not just Bhaktavatsal. Because if Lord is only Bhaktavatsal, we are in trouble. Because until we don't become devotees, pure devotees, Lord will not take care of us. No. Lord is Sharanagat Vatsal also. Whoever takes shelter of Lord, Lord takes care of them. Lord never forgets any living entity. That is his nature. He is very kind. Like a mother, if the child is dirty, mother will pick up child, clean the child, and then feed the child. That is mother. So yes, Indra made mistake. It's not that Indra didn't make mistake, but it is his child. How he can forsake Indra? Still he will accept. Sometimes devotees ask this question, Indra making so many mistakes, he has stealing Prithu Maharaj's horses, going and polluting sages' wives, and doing so many notorious things. Still Krishna takes side of Indra. Krishna takes sides of every living entity. He never forsakes any living entity. That is his magnanimity. That's the reason he takes so many incarnations. What is the use of so many incarnations? That is the reason he comes as holy name. That is the reason he comes as holy scriptures. That is the reason he sends his devotees. Because he doesn't want to leave any single living entity. He wants to accept everyone in his shelter. So Lord can go to any limit. Just like a living entity can go to any limit for his sense gratification. In the same way, Lord can also go to any limit to deliver the fallen souls and bring them back to him. Therefore, Indrari Vyakulam Lokam Mridayante Yuge Yuge. Although Indra making so many mistakes, still Lord incarnates again and again. Okay, still I'll help him. Still I'll give him opportunities so that he can remain connected to me. That is Lord's magnanimity. So here, Brahmaji is praying that Lord, we all depend on you. Whole material creation is dependent on you. Please help us. You are full of opulence. You are full of power. If you empower somebody, nobody can harm him. And if you take away somebody's power, they can't do anything on their own. And now, the whole Samudra Manthan pastime will teach us that. Yes, Lord told demigods, go and churn the milk ocean. Okay, take help of demons also. And they both assemble powerful, powerful demigods whom we worship. Big demons who can actually exploit the whole world. Big demons, big demigods coming together and they plan to churn the milk ocean. But when they bring Mandar mountain, the mountain sinks. And Lord had to incarnate as Kurma avatar, the tortoise incarnation, to hold the mountain. Then the mountain was toppling from the top. So he had to come as Ajita to hold mountain from the top. Now they got Vasuki, but any snake, if you make him a rope, how can he sustain his life? Lord entered as mode of ignorance in Vasuki so that Vasuki doesn't undergo pain. He goes as passion to the demons, as goes as goodness to the demigods, so that they can do their job perfectly. And then he comes as another empowered incarnation, Dhanvantari, with the pot of nectar. And when again demigods are in trouble, the demons have snatched the pot of nectar, he again comes as Mohini and he feeds nectar to the demigods and he cheats the demons. Now, in whole episode, actually, who was doing the job? Krishna, Lord Vishnu, was doing the whole thing. Although he's giving credit. People speak that who did Samudra Manthan? Oh, demigods and demons, they together did Samudra Manthan. But actually, who did? The Lord did. In the same way, after the battle of Mahabharat, when Barbaric was asked that you were witnessing the whole war, these 18 days, what did you notice? What did you see? And he told, actually, I only saw one person doing everything. That is Krishna. He was only killing everyone. Only Krishna. Oh, but Krishna didn't lift any weapon. No, he was the energy. He was the Purushartha. He was the strength. He was the energy of anything what is going around. So that is Lord's power. Actually, Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he wrote a very beautiful song in this regard. Very beautiful song. Prabhupada is mentioning in the purport how different demigods, they are taking power from the Supreme Lord. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur writes, Tumi to mari be jare, ke tare rakhite pare. My dear Lord, if you want to kill somebody, who can protect that person? Tava ichha basho tribhuvan. Under your desire, whole world is functioning. Brahma adi devagan tava dash aganan. Kore tava agyara palan. My dear Lord, Brahma and all demigods, they all are your servants. Kore tava agyara palan. They are only your order carriers. Nobody is independent of you. Tavo ichha mate jato graha gana avirata. Shubha shubha phalo kore dan. Because of your desire, all planets are moving. Now in India, we have this astrology, and people go to astrologers that this planet is making disturbance, that planet is making disturbance. Shubha Shubha Phalo Karedan. These planetary systems, they give sometimes good, sometimes bad to people. But actually they're moving Tava Ichha Mate Jata, only by your desire, my lord. रोग शोक मृत्यु भय तव इच्छा मत है तव आज्ञा सदा बलवान. Disease, lamentation, death, fear, everything is under your control. Tava bhay, vayu bhay. Because of your fear, the wind is blowing. Chandra Surya Samuday. The sun and moon rise on time because of your fear. Just like people go to work because of fear of the boss. Who is the boss? For all this planetary system, all these demigods, Lord is the boss. Swa swa niyamita karya kare. Everyone is doing their assigned work because of your fear. Tumi to Parameshwar, Para Brahma Paratpar. You are Parameshwar. They can be Ishwars, they can be controllers. Everybody is controller. Like one time, one king asked, okay, here, anybody who doesn't fear his wife, come on one side. Nobody came on that side. Only one person came. So that person was called on the stage. The king was appreciating. You don't fear your wife? These all fellows didn't come, you only came? He said, no, when I was leaving home today, my wife told that stay away from crowd. So I'm just following his order. So everybody fears somebody. So everybody is under the control of somebody. So everybody can be called Ishwar, but Lord is Parameshwar. He is the boss of everyone. Sarva Karana Karanam. And therefore, devotees are most intelligent. Sada Shuddha Siddhakam Bhakata Vatsalanam Bhakata Janera Nitya Swami. Devotees know everything is under control of the Supreme Lord. So why go anywhere else? Let us take shelter of the Supreme Lord. And he loves his devotees beyond any limits. He can do anything for his devotees. He can break any rule for his devotees. Therefore, तुम्हारे चरणे नाथ करिया छे प्रणिपात भक्ति विनोद तवदास विपदा होइबे स्वामी अवश्य तहार तुम्ही रक्षिबे तहार ए विश्वास. My Lord, I know I am completely surrendered unto you. If I'll be in trouble, you will come to my rescue. You will save me. And therefore, devotees have no worries. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sakale Ashant. Krishna Bhakta Nishakam Atayeva Shant. Devotees are peaceful. You know this pastime when uh, Amrish was attacked by Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni was chased by Sudarshan Chakra. He had a good world tour, not just world tour, universe tour, chasing. Sudarshan was chasing Durvasa and he was trying to save his life. But Ambarish Maharaj didn't move even an inch when he was attacked by Durvasa. Here, Durvasa is moving around the world to save his life. But Ambarish has so much faith on the Lord. My Lord will protect me. Why I have to take worry? Prahlad, so many arrangements Hiranyakashipu did to harm Prahlad, to kill Prahlad. But Prahlad never even prayed to the Lord that Lord protect us. Vritrasur, in fact, he is telling, my dear Lord, whatever birth I take, just give me association of your devotees. I don't want anything else. And therefore, Lord loves his devotees very much. Here, demigods are mixed devotees. And Lord corrects demigods also. You know, when Vritrasur chased demigods away from heaven, demigods pray to the Lord. And Lord appears. And Lord tells these demigods, Lord tells that, my devotees never ask material things from me. My devotees never ask material things. So indirectly, Lord is actually chastising demigods. You are good, but you are not the best. You are good that you are taking shelter of me because you are in trouble, because you want material opulence, because you want heaven back. Is good. At least you are not like atheists or you are not like demons. But still, the best is my devotees who never ask material things from me. That is devotees' speciality. They want Krishna. And for those devotees, Krishna tells, although Maya is very difficult to overcome, but who takes shelter of me, I deliver them. Mam Maya Duruttaya, Mameva Prapadyante, Maya Metam Tarantite. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur tells that Krishna is putting his hand on his chest and telling, I deliver my devotees. They don't need to worry about anything else. Even though, actually, Ramanujarya asked this to Varadaraj through Kanchipurna. And Varadaraj tells Ramanujarya, even though my devotee fails to remember me at the time of death, I take care of it. No worries. I will still deliver them because they have given their whole life to serve me. They have given their whole mental, physical, spiritual, all attention to me. Therefore, my devotees, they never perish. Kante pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. So this is the wonderful opportunity Srila Prabhupada is giving us. First of all, he connected our sambandha with the Lord. Otherwise, we were lost in the material world. For us, I mean, God is a good subject to debate when people come together and they gave their opinion about God. But Prabhupada introduced us to God. Prabhupada gave us Krishna. Prabhupada gave us relationship with Krishna. And in that relationship, we feel sheltered. And day by day, through the mercy of Holy Name, through the mercy of Vaishnavas Association, through the mercy of wonderful society of ISKCON, we are getting this opportunity to develop our love for Krishna. So that at the end of our life, we have no regrets. At the end of our life, we can tell Krishna, I lived my life for you. Now you take care of me. Just like your demigods are praying for heaven, they are praying for material opulence. Apparently, devotee should pray for the opulence of Krishna's love. Krishna, we want love that we we missed for all these lifetimes. I am seeing many of the devotees here have a profile picture of Krishna embracing Gokumar. That is our goal. The day we go back to Krishna, the day we go back to his arms, the day we go back to his eternal service, that is the opportunity Prabhupada is giving us. One time, Bhavananda Prabhu, he asked Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada, when we go back to Godhead, how will recognize you? And Srila Prabhupada told, how you will go without me? I'll take you. And when I take you, I'll take your hand straight to Krishna, and I'll give your hand in Krishna's hand. And then I'll leave you with Krishna for eternity. That is what is waiting for us. Prabhupada said, I'll leave you with Krishna for eternity. You enjoy with his association. You serve him for eternity. I'll leave you with Krishna. That is his mercy. Bhavanand Prabhu asked Prabhupada, but where you will go? Yes, you will take us to Krishna and live with him for eternity, but where you will go? Prabhupada said, I'll go back and I'll bring more Bhavanandas back to Krishna. That is the purpose of this Krishna consciousness movement. We all are here to develop that genuine love for Krishna, to develop that relationship with Krishna. And once we do that, our life will be successful. Hare Krishna. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Does anyone has any suggestions or questions or comments? Yes, Supriya Mataji.
Prabhu, thank you very much for this class. As usual, it was very wonderful. I like the way you thread all the examples from all the directions and create a nectar like stories. And the way you deliver these, which increases the faith in Krishna. And it also feels like, oh, you are again getting connected to Krishna. And I believe this is the symptom of real sadhu. So, Prabhu, thank you very much. Prabhu, you said we should respect our seniors no matter what. Now, I have a question regarding this. We live spiritual life as well as material life. In material life, you know, this is Kali Yuga. And seniors, they are not even worthy of calling seniors because they show through their behavior how morally corrupt they are or unethical their behavior is. In that case, you don't feel very respect towards such seniors. Okay. Yes, I have not offended anybody, but I am not able to respect such seniors. So, is your what when you said you should respect all seniors, is it also with respect to these material seniors?
See, a Vaishnava even respect an ant, even respect an animal. You see, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj didn't agree with Hiranyakashipu. No. Whenever Hiranyakashipu asked, what did you learn? He will tell about Krishna consciousness. But he never disrespected Hiranyakashipu. He may not have same opinion like Hiranyakashipu, but he never disrespected. Because in a Vaishnava culture, there is no place for arrogance. So we may not agree with our material seniors or relatives, but still we should never disrespect them. Why? Because people are looking up to devotees for learning how this world can be united. And if devotees will only have these grudges and disrespectful dealings with others, then this world will break more. It will fragment more into smaller groups. So to show world a right path, we should be still respectful. We can have distance. We don't need to follow what they say. But still, to set a good example, we should never be harsh or arrogant. That is what is a Vaishnava culture is. We are prepared to give respect to everyone, but we'll still keep our principles intact. So in simple words, if I say, we need to be firm but not hard. We should be strong but not harsh. So that should be our way of dealings.
Prabhu, sometimes what happens in material world, we see some of our seniors whom we cannot keep a distance from them because we have to either work with them or we have to report them who are actually so-called senior by designation or something like that, and they are not acting right. We have to take their instruction, we have to follow what they say. In that case, we know what they are doing is not right, and still we have to follow their instruction. In that way, in that case, how should we deal with such
Sri
scenario?
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave a beautiful example. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rup and Sanatan, He told that imagine a housewife, he has a lover outside. You know how she works? She does household duties more perfectly so that nobody disturbs her and she gets opportunity to meet her lover. Now, why did Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tell this example? He wanted to tell that this material world is like our household duties, and that lover is Krishna. So if we get too much caught up in these relations and dealing with them and politics around or bureaucracy around, then we don't get sufficient time to develop our relationship with Krishna. So do the needful. They're telling something, do it, finish it, and then save time for your Krishna consciousness. Because they are not going to change. Let's not waste our time on them. So whatever professional dealings you have to do it, complete it, and then save your time for Krishna consciousness. That way, devotee always looks for opportunities that how can I save my time and serve Krishna. This world is like a toilet, as Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati would tell. Finish your
Actually.
job, get out. You can't make a toilet. No matter how much perfume you put in a toilet, you can't make it a better place to live. So just finish your job, get out. That's what devotees do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you very much.
Hare
I
Krishna,
think
Prabhuji. Thank you so much for such a beautiful class, Prabhuji. Very grateful to you. You have given us the summary of the 7 cantos, and then you gave us a lot of example how we should not offend devotees, either half devotee or like practicing devotee. It doesn't matter whatever they are in, but we should not offend them. That will give us a lot of problems in our spiritual journey. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Very grateful to you. Hare Krishna.
pray to all devotees that please bless me, I can follow what I spoke. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhupada
Thank
ki
you so
jai.
much. Yeah. Hare Krishna, is there anybody having any more questions or realizations? Please go ahead. I see a chat message from her Grace Kitida Mataji. She's very sweet session. Thank you, Prabhuji. Yeah. Shamagauri Mataji, please go ahead.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji, and very nicely you covered, giving the summary of the 7 cantos and going to the 8th canto and giving all the examples. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very wonderful class.
Thank you so much. All glories
Thank you,
to Shri.
Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Really very, very wonderful class, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Please give your association regularly, Prabhuji. We are very fortunate to have you on the call. If there are no more questions, we can end the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to you and all the Vaishnavas on the call. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripasindhubhyo
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा
patitanam
सिन्धुभ्येव
pavanebhyo
च
Namo Namah.
पतितानां
Gaudiya
पावनेभ्यो
Vaishnavino
वैष्णवेभ्यो
Vaishnava
नमो
Pad.
नमः
His Grace Krishna Kishore Prabhuji ki
Jai.
jai.
जय
Hi. Thank you so much,
राधे
Prabhuji.
राधे
Hare
Very much,
Krishna.